Okay. Bear with me, guys. Just setting up my laptop. Okay. Hope you can hear me.
Can you hear me now?
I think that's okay. Okay. Oh, thank you, Kay. Good evening, everybody. Hope we're all doing okay. I'm just going to sort out who's in. Oh my gosh, there's quite a lot of comments already. Hello to Kay, Lizzie, Anna Karen, Patsy, Mary, Viv, Charlotte, Katinka, Aussie Craft Mum, Gail, Sandy, Celia, Carla. Oh, thank goodness I can be heard. Catherine is also coming in from Facebook. Good evening, everybody. Happy Sunday evening. Catherine says hi to all. It's Sunday night. It's live stream o'clock. I have Andy with me, and I am working on Evelina tonight. So my Gecko Rouge mystery kit, Evelina, is what I've been busy on today. Okay, so just having to adjust things ever so slightly, because this is 28 count and it's a bit hard to see, but I can't put my magnifier in front because that then goes through and in front of the camera, which is really annoying. But there we go. Okay. Are we all well? Are we okay? Good to see everybody. Nice lot of people in so far. So I've got 30 of you, which is lovely for a Sunday evening. So if any of you are watching and you see in the chat at the side, in the live stream chat, if you see any adverts, let me know, please, because I have turned off monetization for this video. Adverts, if they do come in, will be extremely annoying and beyond my control. I just want to know, make sure that it's not something that is within my control to get rid of. If you didn't join me on Wednesday, on the Wednesday stream, there were some adverts appearing in the chat box, and it was very distracting. So my plan is, if that happens going forward, if it doesn't happen on this video, great. Going forward, I will just monetize this video after the live stream. So please let me know if you get an advert in the chat box that you guys type in your messages in, please. And thank you. Okay. So public announcement out of the way. Maddie's come in. Hi, Maddie. Hi, Caroline. Lizzie, gutted with herself, also been sort of grieving the loss of an old internet friend. Gail, good, thanks. Had a nice day with hubby. 60th birthday today. Hey, happy birthday to your hubby. I'm not going to sing. There you go, Andy gives you a bell though. Had a nice pub lunch and a nice walk around the park. Sounds great. We've had my stepdad here for lunch today. I also had to pop out earlier as well. But yeah, it's been nice to get out.
Well, you always say the bin goes out more than you do.
It certainly does. Hey, Judy. Phone problems and charger problem, bless you. I had to recite my stitching in this hoop, because if I hadn't have done, you wouldn't have been able to see rightly where I was working on. It would have been underneath the underneath the level of the video. So what are you guys working on? Evelina, for me, what have you guys got out on your frames and stands? Sew and Tell thread is also open. So if you haven't put anything on Sew and Tell, it's your opportunity to do so. We're doing it as usual at about 8:15. Mary's been working, oh bless you. Celia's been working on Cobblestone Bridge. Lovely. That's your new piece, isn't it, Celia? Roger again for Judy. Toy shop for Patsy. Oh, still got you. Carla's diamond painting. Lovely job. Sunbound Trail for Viv. Okay. I worked on Night Cafe yesterday. I also worked on Witchy Cat, so I've been quite busy on those. I lost contact with him when I stopped using Twitter and just found out on Friday night he just took his own life. He was such a kind person. So sad. Oh dear. Charlotte's stitching on the 4th leg from the 5th on her octopus. That's fantastic. Caroline is working on Sunset Elephant. Lovely. Yeah, I had a self-care day yesterday. It was a stitch all day sort of day, and I got in 3,000 stitches. So I was like, yeah, that will do me. Working on a custom of my doggy Rebel. My neighbour, when I was a little girl, had a dog called Rebel. It was a red setter. Peacock for Sandy, 42.62%. Heading towards that 50% mark.
Bell in hand.
Okay. I'm almost at 11% on my Night Cafe now. Almost. Be out this week on rotation, so it'll hit it then. Kay's been working on Hate Sal 2025. Van Gogh's Roses, 84.63% complete. Oh, cool. Kay, if you get to 85% on stream, please let me know. Or rather, let Andy know, because he's in charge of the bell.
It's a big responsibility, you know.
It sure is. Haven't stitched for a whole week, but been doing something else I've forgotten. I loved. Oh, cool. Okay. Quite liking this today. It's not an easy stitch. There's a lot of confetti in this, but I've been doing, obviously, as you can see, a bit of mapping and some dark stitching. So hey, Enid. Enid is in the house. Sundays are crazy in my household. Yep, same here, Enid. Same here, but we love them. So today I got up, we went out to do a light food shop, and we went to the hobby shop as well because Lauren wanted some plastic canvas, which we've now got. And we went, and then when we came home, my stepdad's been here for his meal, so we've had him here this afternoon. Hey Kelly, no stitching yet, chores so far. Broccoli cheese soup in the crock pot for dinner. Oh, that sounds yum. We had a roast pork for dinner today and it was quite nice. But I tell you, it's been crazy here in the UK. It cost me half the price today to do a roast pork, a whole joint of pork, than it did last week to do the cottage pie. Because the price of minced beef has gone crazy through the roof here in the UK. Almost £10 a kilo. Hey Cheryl. And my joint of pork that I cooked today. So if I'm doing a cottage pie, I will use a whole kilo of minced beef. And my joint of pork today cost me £5 and a few pence. And it fed exactly the same number. I had a busy week off. Disasters. Oh. Viv says I haven't got a mince for a while because of it. Yep. I've been trying to do a bit of shopping around. Because it's just ridiculous just how much it is for minced beef. I mean, at one point, minced beef was one of the cheapest, most filling foods that you could get. You could buy minced beef. In the USA, you would know it as ground beef. And it was, fairly cheap. And, you get it. And, if you wanted like a cottage pie or something, it was a lot less than buying a chicken or buying, a roast pork or whatever. But now it's the most expensive. It's actually almost as expensive as meats like lamb, which is always ridiculously expensive anyway. Aldi's the cheapest for mince. Yeah. Well, I'm going to go and have a look in. We've got farm foods near us. I'm going to have a look in there tomorrow and see what they have because, I hear that they are a lump cheaper than the supermarkets for a lot of things. And I'm hoping that minced beef falls into that category, even if it happens to be frozen. Chicken was once rich people's food. Yeah.
Chicken was?
Yeah. It was considered a luxury item at one point. Now it's the cheapest food. It's one of the cheapest meats. But I don't want to end up having to, use less meat. And I can't really use more vegetables because Hannah doesn't like half of them. I've looked into mincing it myself. No, I don't have a mincer, and I don't have room to put a mincer. I love beef brisket steaks and all that jazz. You can't afford any of them. I went to get a beef brisket for a treat for us. I went to Morrison's, which has for us the best beef brisket. And I literally nearly fell through the floor when I saw a small beef brisket, which would have barely fed us, was nearly £15. I was like, I can't justify it. I can't. I get 1.5 kilos of minced beef for £15. Yeah, £10 a kilo. It's ridiculous, isn't it? I mean, at one point, in fact, 6 months ago, a kilo of minced beef was about £6 or £7, maybe at the most. I mean, it's gone up almost 50%. Shocking. But wages haven't gone up, have they? Toilet flusher got fixed, but then causal leakage started coming through my firearm. I injured myself when guarding the top it all off, the hob broke. Oh dear. Sounds like you've had quite a week there, Maddie. Oh, fire alarm. Right, got you. I was thinking, firearm? What do they mean by firearm? Normally I can get it, but I couldn't get that one. Too busy ranting about minced beef. I also had to look at minced pork as an alternative, but that's just as expensive too. Or it was when I looked today. Yeah, it's criminal, isn't it? Is it the same in other countries? Are you guys in the USA and Canada and not seeing similar price rises? I don't know, Anna Karen. It's about the last 6 months I've noticed it just sort of gradually going up. But you know, a couple of weeks ago it was like £7.50, and now all of a sudden it's sort of jumped up to sort of £9.70 a pack. I was looking at it, I was like, what the heck? You know? $12 for 500 gram of minced beef, £5.90. Google says. So you're just as expensive as well then for you, Aussie Craft Mum. Same sort of price. Not happy because Katie booked cleaners for Monday in last year's muscle kitchen cleaner, which I'm allergic to. These cleaners don't even know what a fruit fly is. Oh, crikey. Well, I've only got this week at work and then I'm off for a week, which I cannot wait for.
Yeah. With me.
Yeah. It is ridiculous. Hey, Laurie. Getting hungry, ready for reading the comments. No worries. We were just saying about how expensive minced beef has got here, or ground beef, as you would potentially know it. £10 per kilogram. We like a particular butter, salted Welsh butter, Shergar, only available in Tesco's. My brother saw it in local Tesco's. It's more expensive than the big Tesco. Very often is. If you go to Tesco local or the smaller ones, they do, and they limit the amount of brands that they put in per line as well. We're the same. We've got a Tesco Express near us, and there's nothing inexpensive in there. There's nothing from the budget range, for example. I thought they were fleas, so I threw out everything I had dry, and it was $2.90. Oh, I got 50-50 mince for £12 per kilo this week. That's 50% beef, 50% pork. Holy crap. Madness. Save on Foods local BC grocery store, 1.36 kilogram of lean ground beef is $23.96 Canadian dollars.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
Well, it depends on what $23.96 Canadian dollars is in GBP.
Well, I wouldn't know unless I had a.
I don't like minced beef. I do like turkey mince. The thing is, everything these days is just going up. But we've noticed particularly minced beef is just, I think everybody's been talking about it in the country.
Well, you and Dennis certainly did today.
$8 to $10 a pound in Ontario. So, yeah. Well, a kilogram is what, 2.2 pounds per kilo? $1, a Canadian dollar is about is 54 pence. So 23.96 is about 21-ish dollars. 23.96 is about 11-ish pounds. But
Yeah.
you're getting more, 1.3, so a third of a kilo extra. It's still ridiculous, isn't it? I mean, I know that we're going to have problems with things, or we had problems a few years ago with things like sunflower oil, because sunflowers are grown mainly in Ukraine. And of course, with the war and things, it's made things like sunflower oil increase in price. But, oh my gosh. I used to be able to go to the shop and buy a loaf of bread and 4 pints of milk, £2. Now I don't get much change from £5 if I have to use a local shop. £3 something.
Well, you know what the answer is to that then. Just don't use the local shop.
Well, no, we try not to, don't we?
No, well,
$12.90.
the local shop's good for something. You have to remember as well that shops have overheads to pay.
Yeah, well, that's why we try and use the supermarket where we can.
Well, they have overheads to pay.
Yeah, but their overheads are not as high proportionate in relation to sales, are they?
Well, no, but you take my point, I'm sure. Who are you and what do you want? Ah, you are Lauren shaped.
Hey, Lauren.
Hey.
You know, when I was a kid, we used to get like 10p pocket money every so often, and it was like a fortune. Now 10p, you'd walk into a shop and they'd be like, I haven't got anything for 10p in here.
Or it'd be something really small. But you can't even get a
Hey, Ashley.
anymore.
Be careful because my glass is behind you. I don't want you to step back and knock it off.
Okay.
How was your date night for your wedding anniversary? Did you have a wonderful evening? Oh, it was okay, nothing fancy. Hey, it's a date night. Can I be right back? No worries at all, butter chicken for lunch sounds yummy. We might get a date night next Monday, eh?
Next Monday?
Take me out on a dinner date.
It's a possibility.
Yeah, Freddo chocolate bars. Here were yeah, they're now, you can get a multi-pack for £1. Instead of there being 4, there are now 5, there are now 4.
Freddo chocolate bars are a measure of inflation.
Yep. Singularly, they're about 50p, aren't they, or something like that?
I don't know.
Stress been high again for Ashley lately, been hard to relax. Oh, bless you. Hey Liz, quick in and out. How you doing? It'll always be there on replay, so you know when you're ready to catch up. Hey Hannah, tried late yellow label mince from Asda, definitely not a great cut, but edible. I have never seen any when I've gone to Asda. It literally flies off out the shelves in our local Asda.
What?
Yellow label mince. But I'm gonna, there's a big farm foods not far, so I'm gonna go and explore in farm foods tomorrow and see how they stack up. However, I did take some time today on the front porch for the coffee to watch the wild birds. Ah, lovely. I'm not going to lie, I've been on a struggle bus with my anxiety lately. And I'm looking forward to next week getting away in the sound of the sea.
Well, that's not going to be a problem, considering that you're staying literally 2 minutes walk away from the actual shore. But you will be seeing the sea.
1.1 pounds or 500 grams of 50/50 mince, 5.29 euros or 461 Great Britain pounds. 1.1 pounds or 500 grams of cow mince or beef mince cost there €6.99, £6 and 9 pence. Holy moly. Crikey, Charlotte, it's expensive for you too.
That's a lot of moolah.
It's the Monday that we're going, Lizzie. Monday and Tuesday, is it? Coming home Wednesday?
Yeah, but we don't have to rush back on Wednesdays, sweetheart. I mean, obviously, I know you've got
I've got a live stream to
you've
do.
got a live stream to come back to, yes, but we don't have to be back like, early in the morning. We can be back at like
No.
We can be back at like 4 or 5 o'clock. It's not going to matter. Make the most of it.
I haven't been able to get to the beach this year. Might see if Larry wants to go this week on a day off. See the ocean. Yeah. Vitamin C, and I don't mean curly-care. I mean the vitamin C, SEA.
Yes, when Nikki says vitamin C,
It's the big wet thing.
Yeah. The ocean.
With a name. If we didn't need to eat, we'd all be rich. Yep. On my hollybobs currently in Polegate near Eastbourne, off to the Essex Retreat Thursday, ready for the weekend at Novotel Stansted. You have a fab time at the Essex Needles, won't you? Yeah. Okay. Laurie, thank you very, very much. So she's quite right there. 48 of you currently watching, 49 now. 6 people so far are at that point have given thumbs up. Hitting the like button helps to get me out there and seen. So yes, please do hit the like button. 49 of you, hit the thumbs up, please. Yeah, a couple of days by the sea will be just what I need. It will be just the ticket.
Well, I hope so.
You know me, Andy, I'll just happily just sit by the sea and watch it for an hour, not even move.
You might get a chance to do that, actually.
I love the sea.
I just hope the weather's going to be good.
Well, do you not remember when we went to Cushendall?
Yeah, I do.
And we were sat in the car listening to the sea. And can you remember going to New Biggin?
I can.
We were sat in the car listening to the sea. It doesn't matter if I'm having to sit in the car and listen to it or I'm actually sat on a bench listening to it. As long as I can hear it and see it, I'm not bothered.
Yeah. And you're going to get some walks in as well.
Yep.
Because you're going to come and do some villages with me.
Thank you, Sandy. Thank you, everybody. Likes have shot up now to 17. Keep them coming. Thank you guys so much.
Is there anybody in from Norfolk tonight?
Anybody around from Norfolk? Because that's where we will be.
We will be in Norfolk.
And the car shall have my Lowry stand, some stitching.
Of course, you can't go anywhere without stitching. It's like your lifeblood, isn't it?
Yep.
You without stitching is just, it's unheard of here.
Well, you do keep telling me I look weird without stitching in my hands.
You do. I wouldn't say it if I didn't think it was true.
Indeed, Lizzie, it's non-negotiable. The stitching goes. If I had 5 minutes notice to leave this house, I'd be picking up as many of my stitchy bags as I could carry. I can go without knickers.
No, you can't.
Lauren's laughing her head off at that.
You can't go without knickers.
Right, well, look, if you're clever enough, do you remember Big Brother years ago?
Unfortunately, yes.
Somebody commented once on Big Brother, if you're clever enough, you can actually wear the same pair for 6 days.
How?
Well, you can normal, turn them inside out, and then there's the 2 sides that you could turn into gussets.
Not being funny, they would stink.
Well, they probably would, but you know. Yeah, my priorities would be as many stitchy bags as I could carry and my tablet for a pattern keeper.
Madness. In it.
Then I might think about stuff like my purse, my passport, you know, so I've got some ID. Phone charger.
Computer.
Maybe. To be fair, if I've got a tablet and a phone, I don't need a computer.
You always take your tablet. You've got pattern keeper on that.
Yeah. Yep.
You can't, that's one thing you definitely can't live without these days, isn't it? Pattern keeper.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
How many of you guys still use paper patterns?
There's still 1 or 2 people out there that do still use paper patterns.
What, and they don't use pattern keeper at all?
Oh, yeah, well, there's other programs apart from Pattern Keeper, you know.
Oh, I grant you. I'm just asking, you know, how many of them actually use paper patterns like religiously and don't bother with
Any of you guys still paper faithful?
Because I imagine pattern keeper now is it's got to be the way forward for most people, I would have thought.
Pattern Keeper or Markup or Saga. I think those are the 3 main ones.
Oh, I only know pattern keeper. The only reason I know it's
using both paper patterns. I use paper. I only use paper if I have to for paper, but most others are Pattern Keeper. Yeah, you see, I don't mind using paper. I've got a couple of mine on paper.
Oh, I know you have, but that's only because they're not pattern keeper compatible.
Oh, yeah, but there you go. Paper, books, magazines all the time has worked fine for 30 years, says Kelly. Pattern Keeper or paper, says Kay. Yeah. I mean, 6 on pattern keeper and 7 on paper, says Laurie. Ooh. Judy uses paper, doesn't have any electronics other than phone. Ton of paper patterns to work through, says Viv. I'm Maddie, I'm working on Evelina, my Gecko Rouge one. The one that she's the autumnal witch.
It's the freebie, isn't it?
No, it's a mystery pattern.
Oh.
The only freebie that I had from Gecko Rouge was the cat. Oh. Christmas cat.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I have some kits from the 1900s that are on paper, Cecilia. Yeah. And Gail only stitches kits. Yeah.
They won't be pattern keeper compatible if you...
Anything up to 1999, probably not. Pattern Keeper only came out a few years ago, didn't it?
No chance ever from the 1900s.
I've been enjoying PK on my phone. If I can switch to my tablet, it would be better. Thank you for the advice. Oh, no worries. PK on markup is more environmentally friendly. Well, there is the argument that paper is biodegradable.
Well, it is. It's because let's not forget, paper's wood. When you finished, it's wood.
Yeah.
It comes from trees.
Does it now?
Well, yeah.
Really?
It's one of those amazing things. Paper is made from trees.
Really?
Yeah.
Totally never knew.
Did you not?
No.
I suppose having Pattern Keeper is more compact, isn't it, than having a lot of paper patterns. Oh my goodness. I mean, I've got the vast majority of mine are Pattern Keeper. I've got Ice Dragon, which is paper. I've got a Gecko Rouge kit, which is paper, that I was gifted. And I have All This Vanity, which I can use the SQ Stitch app, but I think I'll prefer paper because I can't work out that app for the life of me.
What's the SQ Stitch app?
It's a Scarlet Quince app.
Do I know that?
Nope.
Okay.
I've had a look at it and I can't work it out for the life of me. So rather than get annoyed with it, I should just pull out the paper. I've got my spreadsheet to mark off how many I've done, so I can tell what percentage I've done and stuff. So there we go. Paper chart winter green circa 2002, all marked up. When she's done, the chart will be shredded and will go in the compost. Yep. I think, you know, I mean, most of us are moving up towards electronics now, but paper's always there. And it's always nice to keep doing something on paper because it keeps you grounded, doesn't it? And makes you remember that pattern keeper's not the be all and end all. I'll have to work it out because I have an SQ Stitch and can only stitch using apps. Yeah, I'm just, there's obviously some kind of process to it, Lizzie, but I just can't work it out. But it'll be fine because Andy printed off all this vanity for me, so I can use that on paper. I did manage to get Happy Haunting in Pattern Keeper with manually entering the frost numbers. Yeah, you see, that's the thing about Pattern Keeper, that, yeah, you can, if it doesn't capture all the information, you can add it in. But I mean, I've seen a couple of posts on Facebook lately with people who are still using paper. And the big advantage to using Pattern Keeper is you don't get the two symbols that might be the same symbol, but just a slightly different size or very, very similar. You know, and people are, you know, having a literal nightmare with it, but working off paper, that's the advantage of Pattern Keeper because it eliminates all of that. So, you know, sometimes when a chart's released, if the designer's not edited the symbols properly and there are close ones close together, having Pattern Keeper eliminates any possibility for a mistake, but of course paper does not. When Andy and I do our photo conversions, Andy spends quite a bit of time editing symbols to make sure that they're not, you know, two close symbols are not close together. Like if there's an equilateral triangle that's with the point at the top, he'll make sure that there isn't an equilateral triangle with a point at the bottom because, you know, we don't want the risk of them getting confused. Christmas time from the Flat Quarter shop also would not load. PK said the grid line's wrong. Yeah, I've had that with the grid lines thing on my model stitching patterns. But I'm just like, meh, I'll have a look, see how many stitches there are in total, which usually tells me on the legend, and I shall just use the PDF. And then when I've completed it, I add the amount of completed stitches to my stitches completed tally.
Don't spill that.
If it's in your cauldron, don't
Yes.
put it on the back, put it on the...
I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I thought you might have learnt from earlier.
Yeah, she's learned. Did you have a dig for towels, by the way?
I only found one.
Huh?
Which
I only
one?
found one grey one.
Right,
Oh,
okay.
a grey one. Well, that's all right because we were looking for the grey ones. Or rather, Mum was looking for the grey ones. I knew where they probably were.
I'll have to look later to see if I can find it anymore.
Please.
Owl should not be in your room. Now then, should they?
Not helpful.
Sorry?
Let's not, please. Thank you. You're collagen in the morning, miss. Anybody had any advert pop up in the chat box at all? Have I solved the adverts problem? No, great, good news. Yes, right, okay, so I guess this is the stance I'm going to be taking in future then. So I will not monetize the stream, but I will, once the stream is finished, I will turn the monetization on. So it must be whenever it's monetized and it's adding in these rubbish adverts into the chat box. I'm hoping that tonight is by no means any sort of, there's nothing distracting you guys. You shouldn't be getting any adverts at all on the stream. End of. Yeah, if you're on premium, you'll not get them anyway. But, some of the, like I said on my Wednesday stream, some people who aren't fortunate enough to have premium were getting adverts in the chat box. And I know that they were, were a bit of an annoyance, a nuisance coming in. And, the YouTube didn't tell us anything. We didn't know anything at all that these changes were coming in, which is incredibly frustrating. I mean, you'd have thought that considering we're the people that are bringing the revenue into YouTube, bringing viewers to the platform, that they would have told us. But oh dear. Andy, you keep saying, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, okay, because you've done quite a bit of sighing today. I'm a little concerned.
It's just right. There's nothing wrong, because if there was, I would have told you. So, just some little things that are bothering me, but nothing that's gonna, nothing that's really worth talking about.
Is it TBI wise?
Yeah. But nothing that's gonna make a big difference to anything. So if you just hear me doing it, then just ignore it.
Well, I can't ignore it because I'm your missus. Sorry.
And what's that got to do with anything?
Because I genuinely am concerned when I hear you saying.
Yeah, but I hear you saying when you're sat at your work keyboard, and I don't always say anything.
Oh, well, you know what that's all about.
Do I?
Yeah. It's work, innit? Everybody sighs when it's work. But what you're doing should be pleasure.
Yeah. I'll get back to you on that one.
Speaking of pleasure, have you got a jingle ready?
Yeah, I have
because we are going to go and have a look and see what you lovely guys have been working on.
I have got a jingle ready because I'm efficient, that knows.
Mm.
Sometimes you show.
Okay, let's have a look and see what you guys have been working on. Let's just shift that out of the way. Okay. Carly, you're in tonight, aren't you? I was learning about something today, which you might be interested to know about.
What is that?
I'm speaking to Carla.
Oh.
Hang on just a second. Because it's something to do with Portugal.
Ooh. I'm sure Carla will be very interested in that.
Okay, I have been looking at Arealos rugs.
What are they when they're at home?
There are specific type of Portuguese carpet.
Ooh.
And they are like a cross stitch.
Oh.
But they're not a cross stitch.
Wow.
They're like a long and short armed cross stitch, but there are different stitches and different techniques. I have been looking at Portuguese, this Arealos. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. Areolos rugs. Oh my God, these things are amazing. Go and look it up and look up some of the videos, guys. There's a YouTube channel and everything. And they look beautiful and just absolutely heavenly. But yeah, go and look at this Areolos rugs. They are from a particular region in Portugal. And honest to God, if somebody said to me, there's a retreat where you can go and learn to make these rugs, I would be over there like a shot. I am not even joking.
I'm sure you would.
But they looked absolutely amazing. Sharon says users only paper as well. Okay, and let's have a look. So first thing, yeah, it's kind of a long cross stitch, yeah. But there are a couple of different techniques which are just beautiful. I was like blown away when I was watching these videos, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I have to learn this. I was half tempted to get some jute in the hobby shop today, but I couldn't see any. Ashley's got some new bits this week to celebrate her wedding anniversary. So if I just zoom in, we have got Aurora Borealis, a gold collection. Or Northern Night, should I say?
Northern Lights.
No, Northern Night it's called.
Oh, right. Well,
I knew what I was saying.
Well, no, it's just that, Aurora Borealis, it's the Northern Lights.
Okay, and then we have a Bald Eagle from Cottage Garden Samplings. And we have a reindeer and a fox from A Year in the Woods, also Cottage Garden Samplings, and lots of lovely threads, Weeks Dye Works, and some fabric as well. Stash enhancement. Right, Carla, I'm gonna you can teach me then, because that looks utterly amazing. I was just like, oh my God, I have to know how to do this. Kelly, your link that you shared for the free cross stitch patterns from the Fat Quarter shop, it actually, the group for some reason flagged it as spam. So I have got it now, obviously published in the group. And when you click on it, you go to the Fat Quarter shop and look at these. Look, we've got Star of Wonder, Spooky and Sweet, Christmas Time, Haunted Halloween, a Celebration Sampler, Up on the Rooftop Mystery Quilt Along. These are all free. Quaker Halloween, Happy Fall Acorn, Evergreen Mystery Cell, Cross Stitch, and the list goes on. Obviously, you know, we've got some stuff that is chargeable, but you know, when got some of them with 0 pennies. I mean, look at this one. Halloween, Laurie Holt, Halloween 2020, mix and match border layout. Look at that. That's got every Halloween element. Witch's brew, kitty cat, witch's hat, and pumpkin, you know. So if you're looking for a small to...
People stop using my towel.
Hannah, I'm on a stream. Can you not be so rude? Sorry about her. So if you're looking for a small or even a medium, there's so many free stuff on here. You could absolutely be entertained. I mean, look at that. This one I quite like. You know, Lauren is looking at learning to do some cross stitch, and I think that she could do this one no problem.
Lauren can cross stitch.
Yeah, but look at that one.
Don't tell me you can't. You can.
It's a nice geometric design, lots of straight lines and filling in. So go and have a look at the Fat Quarter shop and, you know, have a look there and just see what's available, because I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. For freebie patterns, they don't look like freebie patterns, if that makes sense. Okay, right. Live stream thread. Okay. So Angela, who is Aussie Craft Mum, thank you, I'll remember your name now. Working on a custom of her doggy Rebel. 1,047 stitches done from starting on Friday afternoon until now Sunday 10:30 p.m. This was obviously a good few hours ago in Australia, and it'll be now early morning for you now. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you for being up at this time in the morning. And look at this little fur baby. Look at him. So cute. What do you think, Lauren?
Aww.
And you get Lauren's hair there as well. Okay. Sarah is busy working on Arctic Coming to Life, Jan Patrick Krasny. 25 counts, easy grid, 2/1, full cross. 39,262 stitches and at 13.81%. So awesome. Okay, I don't think I pressed that. There we go. And here is the mock-up. Girls, please do not argue. And that is the mock-up. Look at that, so good. Hold on. Sorry about that. Okay, Celia has reached 1%. It's a big old chart.
Well, for 1%, yeah.
1% halfway across the top of the piece, Cobblestone Bridge, Thomas Kincaid, Heaven and Earth Design. I really, really hope you didn't hear me shouting at them just then. I did put the mute on. And Celia has shared her mock-up. You've got a fair old bit of sky there to do, Celia, haven't you? Until you get to those houses. But it'll be fabulous once it's done. Okay. Here's Charlotte's cute little octopus. Oh, my goodness, Charlotte. Look how cute he is. And you know what? You're doing exactly what I would do. Backstitching as you go. Or rather, what I should do. Backstitching as you go. Very cute. Lizzie is busy working on a diamond painting. Love is in the Air, Josephine Wall. Diamond Painting Deutschland, 240 colours. And here is the mock-up. Wow, that's gorgeous. Kelly got 2 out of 4 Halloween coasters finished. The other 2 are the same. The mitered corners turned out better on one of them than the other. This happens sometimes. I did simple quilt lines with black thread. The binding was sewn down with dark grey. They look lovely, Kelly. I think we can have a bell for those too. We're going to finish.
Does it count as a finish?
Yeah, 2 out of 4 Halloween coasters finished.
Okay, I didn't know whether you wanted it for like all 4. But yeah, we'll have a bell.
Absolutely, we'll have a bell. Oh, here is the back. The backing fabric was turned over the front twice to make the binding. They are absolutely super, Kelly. I love those. Okay. Carla is also a diamond painting. This is Call of the Wild by Church Pinson Diamond Art Club. 93 by 70 centimetres, and she's about 75%.
Does that get a bell?
Yeah, I think so. We can have a bell.
3/4, isn't it?
Yeah, I like that. It's a very pretty piece.
Pretty pretty.
Pretty pretty. Okay, here is a close-up of Carla's diamond painting. Super neat.
We don't expect anything less from Carla.
Indeedy not. And there is the mock-up. This looks sort of, obviously it's Chuck Pinson, but it looks kind of Dominic Davidson-esque. But yeah, very lovely. Cobblestone bridge as well. Okay, Viv has reached 1.5%. We'll have a ding dong for that.
It's not a full percent, but
Yeah, 1.5 though. It's this one every 0.5%'s a milestone for Viv, bless her.
okay.
1.5%. Sunbound Trail by Rose Khan, charted by Paintree Crafts. 20 count. 10. No, let's start that again.
Let's try that again.
20 count 2/1.
Okay.
Just a joy to work on. Awesome stuff.
Awesome sauce.
And here is the mock-up. So if I just go, guys, if we just go close in and go top to bottom, you'll see we've got a flying dragon and an airship, and some more flying dragons, and a turtle tortoise at the bottom. Again, it's another one of those pieces. There's lots to see in it. I don't even mind the confetti. Judy is spending more stitching time on Raja, the Siberian Tiger by Custom Crafts. That is looking beautiful, Judy. Oh, look at this one. We have a finish.
Oh, finish.
This is Hannah's finish of a little Mill Hill kit. Finished and ready for the tree when a bit of felt's added. Baking spirits. Baking, is that so baking? I think so. Oh no, baking spirits bright. So, yeah.
Baking as in cooking.
Yeah, it looks like it's on a rolling pin.
Oh, right. Yeah, that makes sense then. Yeah.
Kathy is working on her treasure hunt bookshelf. Amy Stewart, Heaven and Earth design, 25 count, 1/1, full cross. She's doing a quick stitch, which in her words will still take her years. Bless you.
Hey, stitching is not easy.
This is why we celebrate every single milestone, because these things will take a long time. So quick stitch treasure hunt bookshelf request a size, and if I just zoom in, we can see the portion that Kathy is stitching. 302 by 649. So how many stitches is that?
I can't do that in my head.
Can you do it on your phone?
Well, I've got my hands full, so I can't
Oh.
really. Lauren, can you do it quickly?
No, she's busy. It's okay. Amy Stewart's Little Toy Shop is still on Patsy's frame. Heaven and Earth Design, 25 count, 1/1, full cross at 4.72%. It's looking fantastic, Patsy. And I take it you're still just as enamored with it now as what you were. Yeah, it's looking beautiful. Oh, nearly 200,000 stitches, 195998. Holy moly.
Oh, someone did it.
Yeah, Anna Karen. Thank you, Anna Karen. So, yeah, 200,000 stitches ain't a quick stitch, is it?
Well, no, whoever thought that needs the red testing.
Quick stitch for me, I did a quick stitch once, Heaven and Earth Design. It was 10,000 stitches.
Yeah, but for you, 10,000's next to no.
Yeah, but that's where I would consider a quick stitch,
Well,
10,000 stitches.
Yeah.
And this is the mock-up for Patsy's piece.
I mean, when you consider you did 3,000 stitches alone yesterday.
It took me a week to do a 10,000 stitch piece. Okay, so Catherine, due to insomnia this past week, stitching has been a slow progress. Whilst awake, I've started putting in a few rows of mosaic on a mosaic reverse crochet pattern that she found on Etsy.
Good old Etsy.
So there we go. That is fabulous. So we've got one side positive, and we've got the positive and negative, haven't we?
Oh, positive.
Yeah. Absolutely wonderful, Catherine. And this is the pattern that she's doing. Highland Hamish. Another Highland coup.
Didn't you do one of those at one point?
No,
Who am I thinking of then?
Catherine. And a wee update just gone to 66.2%, just shy of 106,000 stitches. Slow going at the moment due to tiredness getting in the way. And here is Catherine's coup that you were just talking about.
Indeed.
Okay, so I think we can have a bell for that 2/3.
You can have a bell.
Monique is working on Dragonkin, Heaven and Earth Design. I'm pretty sure this is an Anne Stokes. 35%
Wow.
milestone reached.
Hey. We like a good milestone.
Here come the bells. Have you had enough?
That even bigger. I forgot to start it.
All right, okay. Why don't you have a look at some of that plastic canvas? You don't have to if you don't want. We can do it together.
How much was that plastic canvas, by the way?
Not very much. Yeah, there's Dragonkin. Pretty sure is it an Anne Stokes? I could be wrong. I want to say it's an Anne Stokes. Okay. Linda is busy working on Pokemon cross stitch and she's at 20% milestone reached. Look at that. Yeah, it is an Anne Stokes. Thank you, Lizzie. I'm just going to zoom in on the mock-up here because I've seen lots of Pokemon which are top to bottom portrait. I don't think I've seen a Pokemon stitch that's landscape like this. So this is sort of quite unique, really. Well, for me. Not that I know much about Pokemon, not that I would stitch Pokemon, because I absolutely don't. But It's looking great, 20%.
Okay, well, look, the clue is you got to catch them all.
What, like Pokemon?
It is
Um,
Pokemon, Mum just said.
It's okay. It's working on a Haid Sow 2025, the Van Gogh Roses, 18 count, easy count Ada, CXC floss, 1/1, full cross, 62,345 out of 73,672 stitches, or 84.63% complete of the third instalment, and about 74% of the overall piece. It's fabulous. Nicely done, Kay. And here is the artwork. The new release will be coming out in a couple of weeks, if that. Whew. Excuse me.
Right there. Yeah.
Stitch Needle is still busy working in the 939 on Wednesday and Cat, which I think is an unconventional X stitch piece. I could be wrong. Yeah, plenty of 939 on that one to keep you occupied for a little while.
939 is a bit of a drab colour.
What? It's like a very dark blue.
Blue, yeah, it's like a dark navy blue, isn't it?
Ashley is still busy working on Spellbound, Joan Elliott on 28 count Lamplight from Pole Stitches, and it is not far away, getting ever closer, Ashley. So we've got a bit down at the bottom here, and then I think they might have a bit more moon. I could be wrong, but it's looking fabulous. And Ashley has shared the mock-up. Yes, there's some more moon to do. Some more on. Might be some hair too. But yeah, looking gorgeous. And that is everything I have on Sew and Tell. Let me check for new comments. A week on Wednesday.
Just let me check.
Okay, so that's gone through everyone. So if you have contributed to Sew and Tell this week, thank you very, very much. It's absolutely awesome to have your contributions for Sew and Tell. As ever, please don't forget the Sunflower September sale in the events tab under the events. And next month, we will be doing Spooktober.
Ah, because it's October.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's December.
Okay, so let's bring her back out. Even if I'm not strict, it's no problem. I mean, look, Sew and Tell, if you've done something and you're proud of what you've done, share it.
Indeed. That's what Sew and Tell's there for.
It doesn't matter if it's stitching, diamond painting, quilting, knitting, crochet, whatever. If you've partaken in a craft and you want to show your progress, that's what Sew and Tell's there for. So, yeah, so I'm just zooming a bit better. So, yeah, so if you've contributed on it, thank you ever so much. It's wonderful to see your gorgeous work and progress on some pieces and some new ones tonight, which is also very nice to see. I don't think I'm going to get too much stitching done tonight, if I'm honest.
Why?
It's 28 count, this one, and I do struggle, which is why I've just mapped out this little black area. I do struggle on 28 count with the naked eye. I have something with the word wicked in it, and it's also a whip. Cool. Haunted on Halloween going more for Spooktober. Yep, brilliant. Yep, indeed. Echo what Sandy says there. Well done, everyone. So, yeah, do get your thinking caps on for a Spooktober. I don't know, Lizzie. You might not do Halloween, but sort of for spookiness, perhaps one of your Anne Stokes dragons. That could be. Dragons can be a bit, bit spooky, I suppose.
They're not something you generally associate with Halloween, though, are they?
Well, no, but it's Fright Night, Fear Factor, that kind of thing.
Well, I suppose.
I should be getting out my ice dragon again, and mainly it's because of the colours, because it's on black with a bit of white.
It's always a funny time of year when it's September, October time, because
I was going to do my new start, but I think I'll do Witch Hour instead. I was working on it this morning, really enjoying it. Oh, cool. It is a weird time of year.
Well, because it's not summer anymore, and it's not quite Christmas. It's the bit between.
And autumn leaves have all fell off, and all the autumn stuff's done with, isn't it?
Hey, the autumn stuff hasn't even started.
No, by the time Halloween comes.
Oh, I see. So.
It's what, 6 weeks now? About 6 weeks to Halloween?
I genuinely don't know.
Harvest festivals are going on anyway. Leaves are already starting to come off the trees. I'm going to do a Harry Potter theme project. Does it have to be cross stitch? No. Be whatever you want.
Yeah, there's no right or wrong answer to anything.
Nearly Christmas, yeah. Was that, 13 or 14 weeks to Christmas? Something daft like that. Halloween's a Friday. Oh.
Is it? There's a meme that floats around the internet that says it falls on Friday the 13th. And of course, it can never fall on Friday the 13th.
Oh my gosh, everybody falls for that, don't they?
Yeah.
Halloween is going to fall on Friday the 13th.
It's impossible.
Well, exactly, because it's set on Friday 13th. You got me doing it now, set on the 31st of October. Bit like Christmas is set on the 25th of December, isn't it?
I think people fall for it because obviously it's the 31st. And so, they're just, your brain just doesn't think 3 and 1.
It proves that people just sometimes read things and blithely go along with it.
That's it's almost like a scourge on society.
Celia doesn't have anything spooky or dragony, so sit this one out and continue doing 2 strands a day on Christmas mailbox. Something Halloweeny coloured. Orange, greens, blacks, lots of black. Yeah, you do whatever feels right. The village I grew up in celebrate Halloween on November 11th. Oh, right, okay. That's
November
weird.
the 11th? That's not right, that. November the 11th. Why is that?
Yeah, why is that, Viv?
I'm genuinely at a loss there.
My leg's just gone over a bit, that's it. I'm desperate to finish as much of the 3770 as I can, as fast as I can. Ah, bless you. Yeah, it's a really, really light peachy pink, isn't it? I got some good stitching on my summer sun this week. I got 700 stitches on for Sunflower September. And it looks quite good, actually. No one really knows. Just means the kids get celebrating 2 days in nearby towns and village. Oh, right.
Oh, so it's like a
It's like a local thing.
do it early just because you can kind of thing.
No, late. November
Later,
11.
Sorry, late. Yeah. It is a bit weird, but I mean, hey.
Yeah, but it's obviously a village tradition, a bit like the Shrovetide in Ashbourne. It's that unique to that village, isn't it?
Yeah. That was fun. Chaotic, but fun.
Pastor's going to head off. I had a migraine Friday, my headache still moves. Oh, bless your heart. No worries at all, Patsy. You go and take care of yourself. Make sure you stay hydrated.
Looking after number one.
Absolutely. I'll see you Wednesday, all being well.
And not enough people do that, you know.
What, looking after number one?
Nope.
Very true. That's why I had a self-care day yesterday.
And as well you might. Life is hard.
Well, work's been hard lately. Life's been hard lately. And I was like, do you know what? I'm going to have a day with my butt stuck to my chair with my stitching in my hand. And that's what I did.
And absolutely no one would have told you you couldn't.
Nope, nobody did.
Well, I didn't.
Yeah.
And I wasn't here for most of it.
I was planning a lie-in. And my stupid brain got me up at 5 o'clock. Yep. See you Wednesday, Patsy. Take care of yourself.
I was, well, for most of yesterday, I was travelling back up north.
Yeah.
After discovering that Bedfordshire is absolutely not flat.
Yep.
And boy, it's not.
So Andy came in yesterday to find me stitching my little socks off. Didn't you, dear?
I did. Nothing wrong with it. Is there?
Nope.
Again, like I keep saying to you, it would be weird to see you without stitching in your hand. And so, yeah, if I ever do see you without stitching in your hand, I want to know why.
In the northern part of the Netherlands, where Charlotte lives, they celebrate on November 11th St. Martin. The kids are allowed to go out and sing for candy with a lantern that they self-made, but they are not wearing a costume.
Sounds cool.
I've had a flat to myself this weekend. My parents are on a long weekend break with my elder sister, and my brother's looking after the parents' cat. Oh, cool. Sometimes it's nice just to be on your own. I had a couple of hours of peace and quiet yesterday. The girls have gone to the cinema. Andy was out, and all afternoon, most of the afternoon, it was just me.
Yeah, went to the cinema that had reclining seats.
Uh-huh.
Oh yes, the girls came back all full of themselves about these reclining seats.
They were lush.
So what I did was I had my stitching out, I had my YouTube on, I had my lunch, and I drank my coffee, and I sang to myself, and I watched programs, and I stitched away, and it was lovely.
It's what you do, isn't it?
And as a result, yesterday I got 2,000 tent stitches in on Night Cafe and 1,000 in on Witchy Cat. Because that's what I wanted to do.
And again, nobody was saying that you couldn't.
Nope.
Least of all me, had I been here. I would have actively encouraged it. In fact.
Yep. In fact, you'd have been the one making me the coffees.
Making you coffee is one of my jobs. isn't it?
Yep.
I have many roles in this house. Keeping the wife in coffee is one of my main ones. Is it not?
Well, yeah, but I can make my own coffee. You know that, right?
I never suggested that you can't. The point is that I keep you in coffee as much as I can because I know it keeps you happy.
Lots of things keep me happy.
I know. I like to think I'm quite an expert at making coffee, considering the fact that I don't drink it myself. Which is a bit, but I don't drink coffee. It's vile stuff. I hate it.
Love it.
Well,
Coffee's amazing.
Lauren, you're entitled to like it. No one's ever suggested to you that you can't like it. But the point I'm making is, I don't.
Because I told you Bedfordshire was not flat.
Yeah.
Kelly, as of this coming Tuesday, the 23rd, my hubby's taking the trailer down to the river to our usual spot for the guys' fishing weekend. I'll have peace and quiet for 5 days whilst our son is at work. Oh, enjoy. Laurie, I went dancing last night. First time in years. Had so much fun. Ah, fabulous. I love coffee. My brother does not, but he makes the best cup of freshly ground coffee. Yeah, Andy makes a good cup of coffee. Makes a good cup of tea too.
I have my uses. No one's totally sure about my job description. But I am vital.
See, on Wednesday, everyone heading out now. Oh, no worries, Kelly. Thanks for popping in. Have a great rest of your day. Uh, 84.77% left and 4 blocks left before I move to the bottom left for the last 2 pages of this installment. Ooh, okay. Ian's just been crocheting another pumpkin.
Okay.
Cool, cool.
Who knew it was pumpkin season?
Well, it's spooky season, isn't it? Spooky season is almost upon us.
Indeed. Like I said, it's that weird time of year. Where it's not Christmas.
It's a bit like that bit between Christmas and New Year that nobody knows what anybody's doing and we're all full of cheese.
No one knows when the bin goes out.
Mm-hmm.
The bin didn't go out today.
It's the main point of conversation on every local Facebook group.
It sounded like you were trying to do a Charles impression then.
Charles impression.
Yeah.
From the middle of September, from about now, fireworks will be going up and all the local Facebook groups will have people kicking off saying, why can't you wait until November the 5th?
People don't wait till November the 5th. Not round here. In fact, round here, you're more likely to hear fireworks.
Well, any time of year.
Because around here, fireworks means something else. Doesn't it?
And then people post on the local Facebook group, fireworks again. My dog, my cat, my goldfish, whatever.
Goldfish.
But fireworks are not banned, unfortunately.
No. They're sold year round because people use them for other celebrations.
Yep. No worries, Viv. Thank you for popping in. I'll see you Wednesday, all being well. Oh, yeah, they're on our Facebook group about the weirdest things, Lizzie. Honest to God.
That they do.
It'll be, oh, somebody's parked 2 inches across my drive. You know, who is it? I want a name. 50 quid to whoever gives me the name. You know, oh, this car cut me up on the roundabout. They really need to learn how to drive, and interspersed with, oh, we found this baby blanket. It's stuck on the railings at the park. And then you get somebody going, oh, fireworks.
I mean, I get it, but you know, if you've got pets, fireworks aren't, you know, ideal.
Well, Chloe didn't like them, the dog.
No.
She used to hide from them.
She used to have a spot in the country.
Yeah. And, you know, the cat isn't particularly fond of them.
No, but the cat's not as bad as Chloe used to be.
No.
Which is good. We don't have that problem.
Chloe used to hide in plain sight.
Literally.
She used to like hide behind a door, but her butt was hanging out from behind the door, so you could tell where she was.
It was actually quite.
It was quite funny.
Oh dear, that dog was great, but didn't have a lot of common sense.
You'd have thought, though, that being a retired greyhound racer, she'd have been used to the loud noise.
Sounded the loud bangs, yeah. Apparently not.
But I mean, you know, most of the time here now, people, well, there are a couple of reasons. A certain delivery's been made, or somebody's setting them off to remember somebody, you know, a funeral or an anniversary of somebody's death or whatever. And there's always a janky Facebook post that goes on. People are like, fireworks being set up, blah, 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 you know, my dog, my cat, my goldfish, whatever. And then somebody will always come on and say, well, you know, maybe it's somebody who's, you know, got, you know, remembering a loved one or something. And it immediately shuts people down, that.
Yeah, people don't like it when they get
No.
told, effectively.
Is it not banned now, greyhound racing? I don't think so.
No.
It's still going. We've got a stadium not far from us.
Greyhound racing will not be banned ever.
Might be a bit more tightly controlled.
I don't think I'd what reason would there be for banning it? I mean, it's not.
Because greyhounds are specifically bred to race, and then when they reach the end of their useful racing life, they are, how do I put this? Disposed of in an inhumane way. I'll explain that to you later. Oh, bells. Oh, Laurie says stitching Jemmy still should hit 3,500 by the end of the day. Oh, cool.
Cool.
Keep on going, Laurie. No, it's not cruel to the stuffed bunny, Mary. It's when the dogs reach the end of their useful racing life, the dogs themselves are dealt with in a cruel and inhumane way. It's most unpleasant, which is why now there's a lot of places to rehome greyhounds rather than, you know, owners, greyhound trainers, shall we say, taking a simpler way out, which is unpleasant to say the least. There have been numerous sort of exposés and things done, but if you are of a weak disposition, please do not watch them. It's not nice.
Quite a lot of people have got greyhounds around us, haven't they?
Yeah, this is why we adopt, don't shop. Greyhound races are only good for a couple of years. And, you know, Chloe came to us at 2.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mary, it is same for some horses as well. And poor old Tony, the other dog, that greyhound that we had, he come to us at about, 5 or 6, a bit older. He'd been rehomed a couple of times and just not settled or whatever, and ended up back in kennels. Yes, Lizzie, agree. That's why we're a adopt, don't shop kind of family. Welcome back, Kate. Oh dear, had you made a mistake?
No, I haven't, but I just realised I would have done if I hadn't have seen that.
Ah, you've avoided the potential mistake.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I need to sort that out, because otherwise it's going to not sound right.
Oh, my goodness.
There we go. Let's fix that.
Ooh. Excuse me.
Okay.
Oh, I uncovered a bit of gossip the other day.
Did you, by God?
Well, yesterday. You guys will remember the crazy woman who lived across the road from us, who needed a windows cleaning with a sander.
How could they forget her, darling?
Oh, yes. When pretty much all of South Yorkshire Police as active officers were on the street one night. We had more fights, more spats, more shouting matches, more screaming matches than anything else I've ever seen in my life.
More nosing.
It was hilarious.
When we were scripting stuff ready to send to Elstree because they could have used it in EastEnders. That kind of woman. She's pregnant.
Again.
Heavily pregnant. Now, bear in mind, she's got her daughter living with her who is probably about 20 now. She had a son who was taken away from her. So heaven knows what's going to happen to this baby. Of course, she's quite unstable.
She still uses as well.
She's still using drugs.
While she's pregnant.
No, she'll be having that baby took off her then. I mean, how irresponsible.
It doesn't surprise me.
No, doesn't surprise me either. Well, it kind of does, because I thought she would be on that sort of thing.
People like her never learn, don't they?
Oh no, that's true. Yes, same, Lizzie. I'm feeling pity as well for the poor child involved in all of this, and also for the older daughter, who is her mother's caregiver, because her mother's got serious mental health problems. I mean, that was evident when she was living here. I mean, this woman's idea of feeding her dog was just to throw dog food directly onto the floor. But yeah, I mean, as I said, her windows were clean with a flipping sander because they never had a pane of glass in them here. Council come and replace the glass, and within 24 hours it was gone again. She courted so much trouble and so much controversy. She had no option but to move. Yeah, I mean, the stuff that she did when she was living here was ridiculous. I mean, going abroad for a month on somebody else's money and then coming back and wondering why she couldn't get into a house. Well, she'd abandoned her house. So some guy got caught out in the ambulance screaming, swearing, including the middle of the street. Yeah. That's what she was like, Enid, at one point. You know, they literally took her kicking and screaming, usually into a police car, though. One day she got arrested in her Oodie, and she got a Oodie, a pair of knickers on, and some slider shoes or whatever they were, you know, flip-flops. That was it. That's all she was wearing. her in the back of a policeman and off she went.
I mean, I want to say it was funny, but I mean, in a
In a
90
warped way, it was funny, but
yeah,
it was also ridiculous. I think that's the fairest way to put it, isn't it?
I think so. There's no good way to put it,
No.
and I suppose you shouldn't laugh at mental health problems and all that kind of stuff. But
Well, no, not genuine mental health problems, but when somebody is literally playing up for the audience.
which I think a lot of that was.
Hmm.
I don't think it was completely.
Yeah, I don't think there was sole genuine mental health problems.
I think there was more to it, weren't there?
And I mean, she'd go live on like TikTok or whatever, and she'd be in Sheffield, and she'd find a homeless person, and she'd just take the pee out of them. I mean, she behaved atrociously to a lot of people, and expected people to show her compassion because she had no home. Well, she had no home because for her own fault, because she behaved so ridiculously. I mean, we saw more police here. There were more police resources on our street. At one point, the entire shift of beat officers were on our street. There were 12 vehicles at one point, and each vehicle was manned with either 1 or 2 police officers. There were the thick end of 20 police officers here. It was crazy times. We were all glad when she left. I think it was only about 6 months that she was here, but oh my God, what a 6 month.
It was entertaining in a weird sort of way.
It was infuriating as well, because our taxpayer money were being spent on this police showing up and
Yeah.
what have you. And if we needed a police, we couldn't get them.
No, because don't get us wrong, people. There are times when we have needed the police for various reasons. Not anything serious. We're not.
Yeah, she could get them out in a flash, but we couldn't get them out, could we? And we needed them. And like that time when your car was stolen and the people who stole it were on our street, and you phoned the police up and said the people who stole it are on the street.
Yeah.
And they never came out.
They weren't interested. I mean, like, I'm telling them they're right here.
You could identify them.
Yeah.
Madness.
Did they not to know? No.
They literally said, "What do you expect us to do about it?"
I'll give you a clue, Mr. Policeman.
Come down with some rather nice fetching silver bracelets that are connected. That would be good.
Give him some nice new jewellery.
Would have been nice, wouldn't it? But never mind. I guess you can't win them all.
Well, I guess you can't win them. End of.
Not with our police service, I'm afraid.
Mm.
I don't know what you guys. I don't know what the police service is like in your country. If you obviously, I know not everybody watching is British, but here in the UK we have quite a few issues with the police.
Well, mainly because the service has been chopped down and chopped down and chopped down through successive governments, but the crime rate's been increasing.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, this area is usually very safe. We've had some isolated incidents. Obviously, we had hair over the road. We had the Christmas Eve last year, domestic violence over the road.
Yeah.
We had that car chase that ended on this street.
Yeah, that was something.
And then we had your car stolen, but you weren't on
weren't
this.
around
You
here.
weren't around
I wasn't
here,
around
but
here.
you recognised them on this street. So I think they've been watching you. And that's all really been in the last, what, 3 years?
Pretty much.
On a couple of times I'd had houses open with a big red door key. And then the occupants never seen again.
If you guys don't know what the big red door key is, I'll give you a clue. It's big and it's red.
And all you do is knock with it.
You bash it against the door, and the door will open, locked or not, it will open.
There's a specific name for it.
I don't know. There might be. Are you gonna search it, Lauren?
Mm.
I'm sure it has got a name. I'm sure the coppers don't call it the big red door key. I'm sure they've got a name for it.
Lizzie says it's the basher.
The basher.
Well, that would fit.
It would work, yeah. I mean, that's effectively what it does. It bashes the door open. You can't deny it. It
Mm.
does. That's what it's designed to do.
Just trying to remember when I lived at Thornton Street, what kind of, if we had problems there. But we had mainly nuisance vehicles, unlicensed motorbikes riding up and down. They used to really, really annoy their dad. We had the next door but one. It was the same-sex female couple. Once had an argument in the middle of the night. That was entertaining.
Battering ram.
Battering ram,
Is that
thank
what they
you.
call it? Just a battering ram.
That's what the actual name for it is.
Thanks, Lauren.
Apparently Birmingham, I think it's Birmingham, in Westminster and Birmingham police forces call it the Nigel, apparently.
The Nigel.
Oh.
Why do they call it the Nigel?
I don't know.
And then the only other time that we had any emergency services that I can remember was, in fact, 2 times. There was once armed police were on the estate because there was an escaped prisoner. And there was another one, the fire brigade were on the street because somebody set fire to a tree trunk. It was a tree trunk that had a hole in it. And some little darling decided to put some kindling in it and put a match to it. So I ended up with the police on the street for that. So all good fun, she says.
In a sesame bun.
Something like that. Heather did have to call the police when the kids set fire to wood chips in the school playground. Yeah. There's a wood about a half a mile away from here, and kids have been building fires in there lately. Seen that come up a couple of times on the local community groups. In between the times that people are moaning about fireworks. Got about another 15 minutes to go before I should be signing off. Oh, excuse me. Ugh. This one's doing quite well tonight. Yes. Are you okay?
I am absolutely fine.
Oh, cool.
It's when your instinct tells you something and you think, oh, is that right? You're not sure. Then you go and check it.
And you've indicated.
Yes.
You sound as tired as I am. I was up until the other hours today sorting out writing projects, sponsor collaboration, a 2-hour Zoom chat that started at 11 p.m. Oof. I'm not tired. I'm all right actually. It's just sort of winding down after the weekend. It's you know, and then back at work tomorrow. What's the blooming pity? Oh well, 1 week to go. 5 working days. I get to do things that please me though tomorrow. I get to film Stitch with Me and I get to film a floss tube in between work and supermarket shop, big shop tomorrow. Mondays are our busiest day.
Indeed they are.
That's Andy off into the kitchen.
Yes, he is.
Patsy's already gone, lovely, so
Hey?
Patsy's already gone. Been up since 6 a.m. Need to walk the dog and then bed's off now. Oh, no worries at all, Mary. Thank you for joining. See you Wednesday, all being well. I have got quite a mix this week. I have the Pain-Free Crafts, 2 supersized Max colours, Heaven and Earth Designs, and an unconventional X stitch in this week's Stitchy agenda. So, Sailing Fairy, Daughter of the Deep, Night Cafe, and next week's Sunday Stitch will be Van Gogh Never Passed. So, quite looking forward to that. Back to the top of the rotation again.
You have that back, by the way. That didn't get anything on it, Ellie.
And Night Cafe will hit 11%. Which will be nice.
You get a bell.
Yeah, I want it to be 12% by the end of the year. Show it on my Tuesday floss tube, then move the hoop, and then get it to 12%.
Plan. And it's all gone quiet over there.
Yep. Just sat here stitching away. I'll be more. Sorry, go on.
No, that's fine. I wasn't going to say anything else.
Oh. I'll be more than 2,000 stitches today as well.
Indeed.
So 5k stitches this weekend. I'm happy with that. I have done a lot actually this weekend. It's been nice. I have to say, it has been nice. Yeah, started stitching at about 6:30 yesterday morning. I came down, fed the cat, got a coffee, and I sat with my stitching. And didn't need to go anywhere or whatever, just got up and made tea later on for me and Lauren. I want to do largest full coverage, but I'm patiently searching, don't want to jump at something I just like. I know I need to love it, so I'll keep working on it. Yes. What I did, Heather, was happy in my wish list for a little while. And I kept going back and looking at it. And after a couple of months, I still felt exactly the same way about it. And the nice thing about Night Cafe is it's got lots and lots of little pockets of colour in it. So it's never the same colour that I'm working on. But yeah, you got to love it. Supersized match colour, something very big, you've got to love it. Or, be like, well, I'm quite regimented in my stitching. I like to do my rotation of 1,000 stitches and then switch it out for the next project in the list. Excuse me. Which keeps me interested. And using different methods on different pieces keeps me interested. That's a good idea. I do love colour. I don't think I could stitch something too dark. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, if you keep going back to it, if it keeps drawing you back, and if you love it just as much, and then think to yourself, is there a lot of background? Is there a lot of sky, for example? Am I going to get bored stitching that? On every page of pattern, will there be something for me to look at, to find a feature to find? That's why I like the bookshelves are so good, because there's a feature to find on every page. To be fair, I think I've only got 1 or 2 pieces where there isn't a feature on every page, and that would be Coastal. It's got a lot of blue at the top, and Summer Sun, because it's got a lot of orange at the top. So having a look at how it's made up as well, it's huge. I'm drawn to bookshelves or perhaps a bake shop. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, for me, there has to be something in every page that's going to keep me stitching it. I'm same as you. I've also learned from stitching use a particular method not to be afraid to change. Yes, absolutely. On my Daughter of the Deep, which was a pattern that was RAK'd to me, I was stitching on the diagonal. I've changed that now to cross country by square, by 80 by 80 square, because doing the diagonal just wasn't doing it for me. I was getting bored. So I changed it up. And yeah, absolutely, you shouldn't be afraid to change it up. And make sure that when you are choosing this pattern, this epic piece that you want to stitch, be right first time with your fabric count, because you don't want to get so many thousands of stitches in and find out that A, you don't have enough fabric, or B, you're just really not enjoying working on the fabric count. I've had the first one, but not the second, because my night cafe, I miscalculated it at first. But make sure that you work on a fabric count that you enjoy. If you're working on a fabric count that you won't enjoy, you'll not enjoy stitching the piece, no matter how colourful and how much you love the design. Catherine Stitches talks about that in one of her videos, her most recent video. She did a number of restarts because she just wasn't happy. And, if you're not happy, you're not happy. Okay, come on. Okay. It's for Stitch Up Road. I'm in British Dashboard Blooming Whispers. Right, okay. Nice project, 100 colours, cat's face is peeling out. Yep. I can see 14 counts, so that's decided. Great. So what you also need to factor in is that, can you fit a supersized max colour on 14 count? Is the fabric, are you able to get it wide enough? Because 14 count only comes at a certain width unless it's a custom weave. And a custom weave is expensive. So do your research on what the maximum width is, and don't forget to deduct some off the framing so you've got a maximum pattern size for 14 count. Don't forget to deduct a border. And then once you've got a maximum dimension, then you can work a pattern around it, can't you? You can have a look then and think, well, this one, okay, let's say, for example, you've got a maximum of 600 stitches on one of the sides. You know, you can then, you know that you need a piece that's, you know, 600 stitches by however many, you know, on 600 stitches on the smallest side, which should then help narrow down patterns you've got to choose from. But yeah, I mean, you can get custom weaves bigger sizes, but I wouldn't know where you get them from, but you can get them. But they are hard to come by, and you are talking expensive fabric. So you definitely need to fit the pattern to the maximum width of cloth. Maximum width or length, you know, depending for the shortest side. Right. Okay. So with that, I am now up to 2,038 stitches today. I started at 1,605. So 430-ish stitches. So I should get to 2,100 because I don't like leaving it in odd numbers. It has to be 100 at the end. So I'll put in another 60 odd stitches and get it to 2,100 for today. So with that said, that is me done for the evening. So thank you guys very, very much indeed for joining me. Please, if you've enjoyed this, do give the video a thumbs up. I'm now going to go and switch the monetizing on. So if you do get an advert, I do apologize. But thank you guys so much for watching. It really, truly is appreciated. And I love to have your company. I will see you guys on Wednesday. And we'll do it again with Witch Cat, which is Wednesdays. And yeah, we'll do some more stitching then. So thank you guys very much indeed for watching. Take care. Happy stitching. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye for now. And that's why I'm going to bed.